Hi everybody, it's Jane here from Dizzy Arrows. I just wanted to share with you a mini album that I joined a swap and Little Scrap of Heaven. I was partnered with a lady called Kay from the Ever Real Artist. I think that's how you pronounce it, and I'm sorry Kay if it isn't. So this is my mini album. As you can see, I've got lots of fibres on here, and there's a little one of those pin things with a charm on there. Lots of different flowers, stick pin. This lady is a vintage type 1920s lady, and I've stamped her on this mica stuff, mica decor. So Kay asked me for a shabby chic. I've never done shabby chic. I'm not sure if I've hit it right. I hope I have, because I don't want to disappoint her. So please let me know if it isn't, and then I'll have to be really busy to get another one out by the end of the month. But I will if it's not right. I've used a Tim Holtz adage ticket and more flowers. Prima butterfly. We've got some Tim Holtz bits saying cherish, and another butterfly and a little flower, and the Tim Holtz foliage, and this is how it opens. So as you can see, the front is actually different there. I did have a problem. I was making my pages as I went along, but obviously because I was using the cinch to bind it, I couldn't figure out over the thickness. And as it happened, it turned out it wouldn't close. I'd done too many thicknesses in the pages, so I actually had to add this extra piece of grunge board. Both of the front and back is made from grunge board, so I'm just hoping that it looks okay. So because it looks a bit hard for it to tighten, I've done the same at the back here. And on one of the pieces, you can, oh no, it's on the inside. You can actually put some tags or something in there. So let's get started inside. I made these little taggy book things, and there's a tag missing there actually. Oh no, it's not. There it is. That belongs in there, and that's made out of some vintage paper. And there's tags there, and I've just stamped and embossed. And on this page, I've used a Sizzix die, and I've done couple of tags. This one looks a bit worse for wear actually now. With a lady and man dancing, I've used some distress stains, and then I've embossed this lady and man dancing, and there's nothing at the back. That just pops in there. Then I've used some flowers. Angela gave me this flower, so thank you Angela, it fitted in lovely I think. On the frame I put UT in it, and then I've stamped into it, so it's not smooth, it's quite rough actually. And this can come out so that Kay can put a photograph there. And I've stamped this lady, and then I've put 3 layers of UT over her, and then I've just stamped cherish, and I've coloured her all in pro markers as well, and that goes back in there, or she can move it somewhere else once she's placed a photo. This one, I've used the Tim Holtz bird cage and die, and I've put some nice little butterflies and some beaded trim, and it's actually got an acetate overlay. Oh yeah, I made this love art and stamped these couple and put glossy accents, and then some stickles, so just doing the line at the back. And then this overlay goes over here, which I've used Cars paste and coloured the paste in green, and then put some of the Glamour Dust glitter over it. And then on this side, it's just a pocket. I forgot to say actually, I used the Mariposa stack and the Luxury stack from Die Cuts of a View, and I've just made 3 tags so she can put photos or journaling or whichever Kay would like to do, and they just pop back in there like that. So I kept this page pretty simple really, because there's not much else going on there really. It was a good job as Eliza, I couldn't fasten it. This this was a really nice piece of lace. I don't know if I could find it again. Yes, I have. I've got it here. And as you can see, the colour is completely different. So I used the Distress Stains, and I used some clear embossing powder that's got a gold glitter in it. I fell in love with that just like recently, and I've covered that in with that. And then I've made some tags here to go inside. I made some butterflies. Oh, I mustn't have dried that lace very well because it's marked the tags. Oh, that's a bit annoying. And then I've just put a little sequined butterfly there. I did put this flower there, but it just wouldn't fasten, and I'm really a bit cheesed because it looked really pretty with that there, but I had to improvise. This, I've just done a belly bar. One of the gems have come off. It's not very good, this thing, is it? This is another stamp from Tanda Stamps from the 1920s era, and I've coloured her up with Pro markers. And inside here is a little wallet, and just it's a bit tight, this, but because I didn't want it looking loose. And this is just so that Kay can put lots of photos and journaling tags inside there. So it's just a simple book. So we can fasten it. See, I can do it, and then that just pops back in there. And I just put a couple of gems on that button, the holder, and I will replace that gem. Promise, Kay. This one, I didn't really want to cover this paper up too much. I didn't want to cover any of the paper up too much actually, so I've just made a tag and attached one of these lovely butterfly charms, and a tag using the birdcage paper. And I don't know if the camera will pick up, but I put glossy accents over the butterfly and over the birdcage and down at the bottom. Then I've used a Sizzix die here to these leaves, and then I've attached some flowers on there. So they just slot back in there again. So there's lots of places for Kate to put photographs. She could even put a photograph there if she liked. And there's another one of those little book things, and it's got like stamped images on there and that. And that's also embossed in some embossing powder with glittered. This one I just made a pocket and put a Prima flower on and did some swirls with, I think I can see another stone has gone off. Gosh, I've not glued them on very well today. And these are my new stamps that I got from the Stamp Man, and they actually fit the Nestabilities 5, Labels 5, and I absolutely love them. Unfortunately I haven't got the Labels 5 die as yet, but they will be coming soon. Then I've used some of this beaded trim to break the pockets up. So that was that page. Now this page is, again, I didn't really want to cover the paper up, and I've used a Sizzix die, and I've kept the innard of this, I've kept it open so she can pop the photo in, but I've actually, the outer cut, what I've used there, I've kept so she could draw around the photo and stick it directly. And this lady isn't stuck there. I've put a pad there, but she isn't actually stuck, so she could get the photograph in. And I've just used some really nice velvety flowers. This is another stamp from Tanda Stamps of the 1920s era, and I've coloured them in again with Pro markers. And I've just made a little tag there and embossed it saying forever. So and that pops in there, and if Kay wants to glue that down, then that's fine too. That's the beauty of doing it for crafters, I suppose, isn't it? That they can adapt it to how they like. And here's just another simple pocket I've used the Tim Holtz edge dies on all of them actually. Something did actually go wrong here. I wanted this to lift up, and I got carried away and glued the whole thing down. And I've just made two simple tags with some of these gorgeous flowers that I bought for the purpose of this book, and put some more flowers there, some more bling. Oh, there's the other pink one stone that come off before. And this was a brad, and I'll show you. I'm sure I've shown you before. And you get the brads, and I've stamped this out and coloured it here in, punched her out and put her in here, and then put one of these epoxy stickers over her. So I really like the effect, but because Obviously I didn't need the legs of the bride, I just chopped the legs off and glued that down with the hot glue gun. So that is that. And then the last page is that embossing paste again, because this was my first attempt at doing it, and then I had a load of paste left, so I put it on the acetate and I thought it was pointless chucking it, so I thought I'd put it in the book as well. That's why there's two the same. And you can see I've got some nice little sprigs here. You can put something under here as well. Then I've made 3 little tags, tiny tags, put some flowers on. Use the Tim Holtz fence and use distress powders over that, so it gives a proper fancy feel. And this is, you can put more here if you want to put more photographs here. You can't on this one because I glued it down, unfortunately. I came up with the idea after I'd done it. So that's my mini album for Kay. I really do hope I have hit the shabby sheet. And I hope that Kay likes it. So please comment and subscribe, and thanks for watching my video. Much appreciated. Thank you. Bye.